Joining me now, the Commissioner of the Atlantic Coast Conference, John Swofford. John, let's start with the men's exciting season. Two teams are in the top 6 in the country. There have been some great upsets as well. It looks like Greensboro for the ACC basketball tournament could be really exciting this year.
Jeff, it really could. And you mentioned the two teams in the top 6 with Duke and Miami, and Duke consistently there. What a great story Miami has been. And we're looking at hopefully as many as 6 teams in the NCAAs. And I think when you look at the regular season and the upsets that have occurred throughout the year, I think this tournament has the potential to be one of the most competitive ones we've seen in years.
Now, when we've seen some of these upsets, we've seen fans storm the court. There's been a lot of talk about it. What's your thoughts on it? How much has the conference considered the safety implications and just kids wanting to have fun?
Well, what you want to do, I think, is strike the right balance there and find the right sweet spot. The first concern, obviously, is safety. We really want to make certain that our coaches and our players, the opposing players, the officials, have the opportunity to get off the floor in a safe manner. And I think our schools have generally done an excellent job of that. And you want people to have fun. And you know, to have those kinds of situations, you have to have some highly ranked teams and you have to have some upsets. And we've had both during the course of this season. And ACC fans are tremendously passionate about their basketball. So our ADs have talked about the best ways to do that, best practices, and I think they've come to a good spot with it.
Now, of course, the excitement will be this weekend for the women's tournament in Greensboro, so I'll be seeing you very soon there. We have 4 teams in the top 25, so it is, again, looking like a great women's tournament as well.
Well, it is. We've had a great year there. Duke has had a tremendous regular season, and I think the women's tournament, which is so successful here in Greensboro year after year, will have the same kind of competition that our men's tournament has the potential to have.
Now, we were going back through the ages here in the ACC because we've been doing a dunk contest of the great dunks in ACC history. Michael Jordan is one of the 4 finalists in this one, and you were actually the athletic director at North Carolina when Jordan was there. What memories do you have of the North Carolina teams with Michael Jordan?
Well, I think the first memory that I have, of course, is Michael hitting the winning shot in the national championship game against Georgetown back in 1982 in the Superdome in New Orleans. That was really special because it was Dean Smith's first national championship, and he had gotten close a number of times, and it was really special to see a freshman named Michael Jordan make that shot that was a difference maker in that national championship game. And to watch a young man being recruited who was a great high school player, but kind of late in blossoming, and was not the North Carolina High School Player of the Year. Another Carolina player named Buzz Peterson was in that particular year. They became roommates and fast friends. And then to see Michael's career, his playing career, and now the first former NBA player to become the majority owner in an NBA franchise. So it's just been neat to watch Michael as a person, and of course to watch him become the greatest basketball player to ever play the game.
You've definitely had a great view, and I'll chalk you up a vote for Jordan in our Dunkuary competition for sure. Last week, John, this football schedule came out. I love that we're going to see those SEC, ACC matchups in Labor Day. Of course, you also have some great rivalries the final Saturday of the regular season. What were the goals for you and the conference when you put the football schedule together?
Well, we want it to be as appealing as it can possibly be to our fans, and I commend our schools because they're the ones who schedule the non-conference games. And as you look at this year, I think arguably our teams in the ACC will be playing the toughest non-conference schedule of any FBS conference in the country. And so I think that's to be commended, and I think it will bring a lot of excitement in terms of non-conference games to our legion of fans throughout the ACC. And then we have a great opening weekend, highlighted on that Labor Day Monday night. after some just terrific games the preceding weekend with our annual Labor Day night game with Florida State at Pitt. That will be Pitt's first game as an ACC member. And then a little later you have Clemson going to Syracuse for Syracuse's first game as an ACC member. So when you have Pitt and Syracuse coming in as new members and exciting games that they will be playing to kick off their ACC tenure, and then you look at the other conference games that are there that could have great appeal as the season evolves. We look for a truly outstanding Atlantic Coast Conference football season, Jeff, that hopefully will bring a lot of success for our teams.
John Swofford, the commissioner of the ACC, thanks for taking a few minutes, and I will see you in Greensboro for the women's basketball tournament this weekend.
Looking forward to it, Jeff.